Okay, in this video we'll demonstrate how we're going to use UninstallView to manually but silently uninstall software off your own test computer like your notebook or whatever. Okay, so let me just show you over here. You must go to this Nirsoft.net, utils and UninstallView. This is this view over here to install UninstallView. We're also, as a test, going to install the FileZilla FTP client. This is what we're going to uninstall, and then a prerequisite which needs to be installed for UninstallView to work comes from Microsoft sysinternals. So I'll get to it. So you just need to follow this URL over here to download PSExec, and then I'll show, I actually call it PS tool. So when you unzip it, you'll find the psexec.exe file in it, which I'll show you now what to do with. Okay, so go to this, to Nirsoft.net, utils, uninstall. You can just basically go to Nirsoft and find the UninstallView, scroll down, and way down you'll find the actual two programs of it, 32-bit, 64-bit. I recommend just install the 32-bit because you are going to use this event at the end of the day with Miradore to use Miradore to do this for you automatically in the background, right? The thing is, why I'm saying using 32-bit, if you use the 64-bit, you might target a 32-bit machine and it won't work, where 32-bit will always work everywhere. Okay. So download it and then install it, and it's actually not an installer, it's a unzips a subdirectory which looks like this, and in it you'll actually find the UninstallView program. Okay, so then let me show you further. Then you go to filezilla.org and download the FileZilla client and install it on your computer. This is the program we're going to uninstall. And you also go to Microsoft. You can just Google it, download PSExec, and you'll see the program you're going to download is also a zip file with lots of programs in it. It's PS Tools. So download it, unzip it, and out of it take the psexec.exe file. What I did when I downloaded the UninstallView, I made a little subdirectory in the root of my computer. This is just to make things easy. I called it uninstall. I copied all the UninstallView programs into it, and then from sysinternals PSExec. As again, if this is not here, it's not going to work. You need to copy it in here. Okay. Then to test this, double click UninstallView in your computer, obvious after you installed FileZilla, and you'll then see this opening up, and then in it is all the programs on your computer, and then find FileZilla like over here, double click it, and the only thing we're really interested in is this display name up here, and I'll show now why. And then the only other thing you need to look at if there is actually a quiet uninstall string. If there is not, just like this over here, then this might not work. But 99% of the time it will be here. If it's not here, we need to create another way to uninstall software. You won't be able to use UninstallView. But like I've said, 99% of the time there's always a quiet uninstall string. But just see this, but don't worry, just copy this over here. And then the reason why I did this, the test we're going to run, we need to run in an elevated command prompt this string over here, and then I copy, see I copied the name which I copied here from UninstallView in here, and make sure that little asterisk, this little wildcard is behind it. Okay. So this is what I'm going to copy, and I'm going to then run it in an elevated command prompt. Okay, so I just go down here, I type in CMD, go down here, type in CMD, and I right click it and I say run as administrator, and then I'll just go down and change it over to uninstall, because that's a subdirectory I created. If you look in here, you'll actually see over here is psexec we copied in, and all the UninstallView files. And then what I'm going to do, I'm copying and pasting over here, so I don't have to retype it, that actual string. See over here, and like I've said, make sure you run it as the administrator over here, otherwise it won't work. Press enter, and like you can see, nothing happens on the computer itself. The only thing which did actually happen is, I'll move us out of the view again. You can see here FileZilla disappeared. It's not here anymore. So it's silently uninstalled off your computer. And that's as easy as this. So anything with a silent uninstall string which came from the people who write the software will be able to uninstall it like this manually. Please test it yourself.